we have an input functionality. In that, the first one or is only one what we have is a input box. Using input box, we can enter test data. We can enter test data while executing test. A very important one. Basically, this input box will populate up with what you call a edit box. It will populate up with the edit box and OK, comma, cancel button. Okay, so it will display a edit box with a OK and cancel button. That is what the input box, where we can enter the information into that edit box. Here, the syntax to work with the input box is input box, name on or text on input box. Text on input box. The text what you are going to write it here, the text will be displayed in a input box. Okay. So this is the syntax. Into an input box, as I said, you can write any text, enter your name. Let me run it. It displays a edit box with OK and cancel button just here, and the name on it saying that enter your name. Name on the box, not name in the edit box. I mean to say here, we got a pop-up box with the OK button on the screen and cancel, and which has the edit box here. And the text what I have given, enter your name. So that has been taken as the name on the input box. So whatever the text you will write, that basically will be displayed at that location. Enter your name or enter password, enter username. So whatever you want, you can write it. So I can say that that is what the name of that box or else information of that box. Clear? Enter your name so that I can enter my name. Now, let me enter my name there. It has populated up with the edit box. Let me enter my name, Kiran. Just click on. The system has taken now Kiran. So this is what we call it as a input box. So input box, using input box we can enter the data while executing the test. Yes, I have entered Kiran while executing the test, and it has a edit and OK button. So basically using input box will enter the test data while executing the test. Clear? Now, this is what the input box is. Here we'll do a sample example now. So way to use this input box I will explain you. Before to that, when I write something in an input box, I need to get that as an output. Okay, I'm going to write something in an input box and I need to get that as an output. I don't know what I'm writing, but I'm going to write some text and I need to get that as an output. So I need to combine these two things. Let's have a look on a small script now, how to do that. Let me copy it in a notepad for you guys. Okay. Now, a simple example, when I use a input box, I can enter some data. My name, I don't know what name I am going to write. I may write Kiran, I may write Afzal, I may write any other name. But I need to get that name as an output. It may be print or it may be message box. Got the point? Let's see how to write a small script for that. Input box, enter name. Now, so I need to get that as the output. So what I need to do, I need to take this into one variable, any variable. I am taking it as x. So whatever I am going to write in the input box, that will be stored in x literally, right? So now I am going to take the print of that x. You can take a print or you can take a message box, your wish. I can ask message box of x or else I can call print of x. Both work for the same purpose, message box of x or print of x. Here, input box enter name. The name what I am going to write in the input box, that will be literally stored in x. After storing in x, I am trying to call that x here. Here, so let me run the task. A very simple task. So it is prompting to enter the name. I am trying to enter my name, Kiran Kumar. So just click on OK button. Now the Kiran Kumar will be moved into X. So Kiran Kumar will be stored into X, and after that it will display that in a pop-up message. So whatever you write, it will be populated up like this. Clear? Simple logic here. Nothing strange. Whatever I have written, input box, enter email, that has been stored in X. Right? So message box of X. Whatever the stored in X, it will display that. You can write your name or my name or whatever the name you will write. So that name will be displayed. Clear? Now, so way to use this input boxes and what is the advantages of this input boxes? Now, as I go, we'll try to have a look on that. Let's assume that I want to validate 3 set of usernames and passwords. 3 set of usernames and passwords. So what are the possible ways to execute 3 set of username and passwords? Have 3 set of username and password of this login window and I want to execute that. So how to work with that? So then I need to create my script 3 times. Yes, I need to record the script 3 times with a different set of username and password. That is not a proper way. Yes, or else you need to write the same script 3 times with a different set of username and password. Even that is also not the proper way. Right? So we need to write script only once, but without any static text on it. Or else here I have a 3 set of username and password. If that is the case, what generally you will do? You will click on record, write one username, password and click on OK. Stop the test. Again click on record, write one username, password and click on OK. Stop the test. Again write one username, password, click on OK. Like you will be generating the script 3 times. Or else if you are trying to write it also, you will write it 3 times. So that is not I want. I want the script to be done only once. But while writing it, I will take care that I am not going to write any text data in the script. Clear? So let's have a look on this. Let me add this information into object repository of this login screen. You know, by using drag and drop, you can generate the script, or else you have a step generator to generate the script. So let me use drag and drop process to make it fast. Now I got a script. Okay. So if you have a 3 set of username and password, what we'll do? So we'll write one set of username and password here. And other set of password here. So next step, we'll be writing the same lines of the script here, and we'll be writing the other set of username and other set of password. For the third also, we'll be doing the same thing. But this is not actually what we want, right? So we are repeating the script 3 times. This is not the proper way. This is not at all a proper way. So what I am trying to do is, rather than writing a static username and password, so in place of set, just have a look on this. you can simply write what I need to write. I need to write input box, set input box, enter, username or username. Next, set input box, enter, password. As simple as. So whenever I run it, it will prompt for me to take. Means what is the input box? Input box will display you a edit box where we can enter our data, right? So there we can write your username and passwords here. Have no static test data in my test. I can run this test n number of times. For every run, I can give a separate set of username and password. Not only 300 set of test data can be easily validated if you use this technique. See here, enter username. Give a new username. Click OK and write the password and click OK. So if you have a different other set of username and password, let's assume that. Okay, this password is invalid. So I have a different set of username and password. For the next time, shall I run it once again? Only one script. You can run it n number of times for each and every iteration. If you want, you can take a separate username and password and you can validate the test.